What is up, everybody? This is the Wrestling Fan 410, back again with another video. And WWE Survivor Series 2012 just ended. And might I say, I didn't really have high expectations for the show. That way I wouldn't be disappointed if this pay-per-view sucked. I'm not going to say it sucked, but it sure as hell wasn't the best pay-per-view of the year. But anyways, let's get on to the pay-per-view. That's why you guys clicked on this video. First off, the pre-show, 3MB versus Cobra. 3MB won in a whatever match. I honestly can't remember how they won, but whatever. Next match, first match on the card, was a filler match, actually. It was a Survivor Series elimination tag team match. Team Clay versus Team Tensai. Brodus Clay, International Airstrike, Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio versus Team Tensai. Tensai, Primo and Epico, and the Primetime Players. Honestly, this match was so much fun. This was probably, in my opinion, match of the night, and it was filler. It was such a great match. So fast-paced throughout the whole match. Even the parts with Clay and Tensai were pretty good. Tensai looked like a beast in the match. Brodus Clay wasn't in it for that long, but whatever. Yeah, it was just a very fun match. Very enjoyable, in my opinion. Team Clay won, and the survivors were. Is it actually? That's pretty ironic that it's Team Clay and Brodus Clay was the only one from his team that was eliminated. Rey Mysterio got the pinfall on Darren Young after a 619, and then the other three hit some high-flying maneuvers to get the win in a very fun match. Eve versus Kaitlyn, Divas Championship. This match wasn't that great at all. It wasn't the worst Divas tag team Divas match in this year's pay-per-view history, but it wasn't that good. The only thing good I have to say about it is Kaitlyn actually looked hot. Usually I don't think she's the greatest looking diva out of everyone, but she definitely looked hot tonight, in my opinion, anyway. Yeah. Hashtag legit boner. There you go. WWE Punk Fan 19. Yeah. Decent match, not that great. Antonio Cesaro versus R-Truth, United States Championship. This match was honestly kind of boring. It sucks that Antonio Cesaro isn't getting the right opponents for him, considering how great of a talent he is. That's why I really want them to start a program with Antonio Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, because I think those two can have a great feud together. Tyson Kidd deserves to be higher up because he has so much talent. But WWE isn't really doing anything with him. Anyways, Cesaro picked up the victory with the... Fuck, why can't I ever think of the finishing? What's that move called? Sorry about this. I'm on Wikipedia right now anyway, so... Shit. What's it called? It's pretty embarrassing. Oh, okay, yeah. The neutralizer. Jeez, that's so hard. Yeah, in a whatever match. Next match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Sheamus versus Big Show. Sheamus defeated Big Show by disqualification. Sheamus was going for the bro kick, to Big Show. Big Show pulled the ref into the bro kick, and then another ref counted 3, but the another ref reversed the decision. Um, and then Big Show basically argued with him, calling him an asshole and an idiot and stuff like that. They had to bleep him out at one point too, which was pretty funny. Yeah, it was actually a fun match. It wasn't as good as their match at Hell in a Cell, in my opinion, but that match was fantastic. This match was good though, for sure. Um, yeah. Next, Team Ziggler versus Team Foley. The person to replace Cody Rhodes was David Otunga, who didn't do much in this match, but whatever. This was my biggest thing that I didn't like about the show. The match was good, but the fact that everyone thought this was gonna be Miz's night. This match was basically made for Miz. Either Miz was gonna turn on his team or he was gonna lead his team to victory. Well, neither happened because he got eliminated just regularly during the match, which didn't make any sense to me. They couldn't have made him and Orton a survivor or whatever, but they didn't, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. It seemed kind of pointless. But anyways, the two that were left were Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton. Uh, Orton hit the RKO on Ziggler, and rather than pinning him, he checked his face and there was blood, so he kind of snapped and he was about to do the punt. Ziggler just basically kicks him in the head, kind of does like super kick kind of thing, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm fine with Ziggler winning the match. It makes more sense than Orton, just because Ziggler needs it more than him. Ziggler needs it more than him for credibility, but like he couldn't have done it with his finisher rather than using Shawn Michaels. It didn't really make any sense to me, but whatever. It was still a fun match. And then the main event, triple threat match for the WWE Championship. It wasn't horrible. It was a fun match. It definitely, and this was definitely the best match Ryback's ever been in. Absolutely, probably the worst match Cena and Punk have had against each other, though. But whatever. Um, at one point, Punk and Cena worked together and put Ryback through the announcer's table. Then they fought at each other for a bit, and then Ryback came back and he hit Shell Shock on John Cena at the end, and then 3 men came from ringside and attacked Ryback, threw him through the Spanish announce table. We found out later that it was um, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and another dude that I can't remember his name, but that's great that they made it on TV. Hopefully this is a storyline, because I'd love to see both of those guys on TV. They're both amazing. Um, yeah, and basically CM Punk just pinned John Cena, getting that cheap victory. I like the way they ended it. I thought that they were probably gonna bring back Brad Maddox, but makes sense that they didn't, since he lost his chance. Now this is a new thing to start up with Ryback and these guys. So yeah, overall it was a pretty good pay-per-view. My ratings are going to be in the description box. Go check them out, please. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.